Who wins when fraud probes collide with viral outrage? And what becomes of families in the crossfire? I'm Ethan. Maya provides community context and empathy. Leo supplies forensic skepticism and process. Governor Walz's sudden exit turns this into an urgent legal and political crisis. There are two competing stories out of Minnesota right now. An official, months-long cascade of fraud probes and a viral social media narrative that pushed the story into a national crisis. Governor Tim Walz unexpectedly withdrew his re-election bid on January 5, 2026. The verified timeline, Feeding Our Future, and other COVID-era programs prompted indictments stretching back to 2021, dozens charged and convictions accumulating. HHS temporarily froze $185 million in child care payments. Federal agents surged into the Twin Cities.
Look, the facts matter, but so does context. The federal sweep and inflammatory rhetoric have terrified immigrant neighborhoods, especially Somali communities, and frozen assistance to families who depend on it. We can't let enforcement become collective punishment.
Hold on, independent reporting mattered here. A December 26th video showed multiple child care addresses that appeared vacant. That clip exploded on social media and forced authorities to act. People charged and convicted show there was real abuse to expose.
I agree investigations should proceed, but real abuse doesn't justify broad-brush political attacks. Some residents and vendors are implicated. Yes, but painting an entire community as criminal is dangerous and distracts from targeted reforms we need.
Congress has noticed. House Oversight has invited Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison and warned of subpoenas if they don't cooperate. Freezing funds was billed as a way to force transparency. Accountability requires public hearings and hard questions.
There are important contradictions to flag. Estimates of losses range from hundreds of millions to sensationalized figures near $9 billion. Descriptions of the federal deployment vary widely, and links to international remittances or terrorism remain contested.
Those gaps matter. State officials point to audits, a new program integrity director, and a fraud prevention council, steps worth noting. But we need transparent accounting, protections for legitimate providers, and language access so communities can participate in the fixes.
We shouldn't lose sight of the prosecutorial record. Investigators report scores charged, Feeding Our Future alone tied to many indictments and guilty pleas. That pattern suggests this is more than isolated bookkeeping errors. Enforcement must continue.
Enforcement must be precise. HSI canvassing, ICE arrests in immigrant neighborhoods, and sweeping freezes risk harming children and workers who are innocent. Any reform plan should pair prosecutions with community safeguards and independent oversight.
Media dynamics change this story fast. Viral posts, partisan commentary, and online influencers amplified outrage and shaped political choices. That doesn't erase wrongdoing, but it does complicate how truth, politics, and publicity interact here.
This crossroads matters politically and legally. Walz's exit reshapes both parties' plans. Potential candidates are circling, and prosecutors keep building cases. Next episode, we'll follow the subpoenas, the accounting of losses, and whether policy fixes can heal communities and restore trust.